All right, hello viewers, you're welcome once again to Honey Film Africa, Hofa TV talk show, The Voice of the Streets. My name is Fortune Famous. In the studio here are gentlemen from Iwhuruohna First Movement, IFM. Let's get to know them one after the other, please. You?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Comrade Iwhuruohna.
Comrade what?
Iwhuruohna.
Okay.
And I happen to be part of the leadership of IFM.
All right. And you, young man?
My name is Comrade Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
All right, good evening, viewers. My name is Comrade Emeka Irhuohna, and I happen to be the Secretary General of
Okay, the Secretary General of Iwhuruohna First Movement, IFM. All right, today we'll be talking about industrialization in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality, Rivers State, Nigeria. And as a matter of fact, industrialization contextually is the development of industries in a country or region in a wide scale. It's important to note that industrialization is critical to economic development. In fact, what is contestable here is the effectiveness of a given industrial policy to bring about the desired development. Well, we'll be right back. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned and subscribe to this channel. I still remain Fortune Famous. Hofa TV talk show, the voice of the street. Thank you very much. Right, welcome back once again to Honey Film Africa. Well, today, like I said earlier, we'll be talking about industrialization in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality. Well, as a matter of fact, we have gentlemen from Iwhuruohna First Movement. They will be telling us about IFM. Let's get to hear from the Secretary General. Please, Governor what?
Godwin.
Okay.
Alright, so Iwhuruohna First Movement, which is IFM. This is a non-governmental organization that have been existing for more than 5 years now, over 5 years now.
Okay.
And as a non-governmental organization, we are very, very apolitical.
Okay.
We're not affiliated to any political
Parties,
be it APC or PDP. All we are in for, all we are asked for is just to fight for the betterment of our ethnic nationality.
Okay.
Like we all know, Iwhuruohna is made up of four political LGA, which are Ikwerre local government, Emeka local government, Port Harcourt local government, and local government.
Thank you very much. In light of your statement, you mean IFM, Iwhuruohna First Movement, is advocating for industrialization in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality, which you think will disengage or might disengage youth from irrational behaviors, or disengage them from ill attitude, or all the rest. It will also be a factor that could reduce crime rates in our society. I think so.
That's true.
If youth are employed,
Yeah.
honestly, you see that crime rate will be reduced.
Very
Well, that's a sharp one. What about now? Talking about Iwhuruohna First Movement, as the Secretary General, you should have a leader, someone who has this driving force, someone you want to count on as a backbone to your pursuit. What do you have to say about it?
Like I stated earlier,
Okay.
this movement is a non-governmental organization, and it's being headed, or like it's being funded by we call him our supreme leader.
Okay, supreme leader.
His name is Emeka Irhuohna. You understand? He's from Iwhuruohna, exactly. He's from Emeka local government, Ebuda precisely.
Are you serious?
So he was born here, but he didn't grow up here. His primary secondary school, he did that in Austria. That's where he is currently.
Okay.
And he's been the only person sponsoring this movement for more than 5 years now, that this movement or this organization have been in existence. I know what that was. Over the years, through his able support, we've been able to carry out several activities that cost us millions of naira. At least I've been privileged to be part of this organization for more than 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, you're very good.
And I've been the administrative head, and I know how much this young man have been
invested so far.
Invested into this movement, not just for his own personal gain. This young man is well established. Someone is fast. He's a citizen over there in Austria.
Okay.
He's a citizen over there in Austria.
Okay, he's a man that understands the plight of his people and would want to,
he's actually, he doesn't have anything to benefit.
Even if he
doesn't
does,
any personal benefit.
I want to ask IFM members, were there factories or industries in Iwhuruohna land before now? Or are there existing factories that need to be revisited in Iwhuruohna what ethnic nationality now, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, someone just give us a light.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Director. Coming to your question, yes, there are so many industries in Iwhuruohna land, but the only problem we have is just that most of them are no longer functional.
Okay.
And yes, and as such, it has affected the youth. Okay, for example, let's take for example, in the past we used to have the Rumosi syringe factory, which used to house, in terms of employment, over 1,000 plus youths, which ordinarily is a plus to the Iwhuruohna nation.
Okay.
But as we speak today, even when our brother seems to be in power, that syringe factory is has been far abandoned all this period of time. And that's why you see that the Iwhuruohna First Movement has been restless in order to ensure that the syringe factory is being brought back to life and then do the usual employment they have always done in terms of empowering our youth and employing the youth.
Well, gentlemen, I may ask, what are your methods or ways of calling on government to, channel their interests towards industrialization in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality?
Thank you so much, Director. Iwhuruohna First Movement is an organized setting that respects the law.
Okay.
We have couple of years, we have written several letters to the government reminding them about the need to revitalize the Rumosi syringe factory and the importance it will play in taking Iwhuruohna youth off the street.
Okay.
I think also our supreme leader, came with foreign partner where he was welcomed by our His Excellency Chief Barrister Ezenwo Nyeso Wike.
Interesting.
Yes, they came, Australia partners came, and Wike welcomed and gave them a series of promises that place was going to be revitalized. Up to today, nothing was done. We also had a peaceful demonstration where we marched all the streets of Port Harcourt down to the government house, calling on the governor to please heed to the cries of Iwhuruohna youth. At that point, we are turned down, even while knowing that he's in the lodge there. Neither did any of his escort or whatever came to address us. At that point, we were asked to write another letter seeking for approval again, which then administration also in that place did the letter. To them, that letter has not been attended to.
Yeah, I'm aware that the current governor of Rivers State is also an Iwhuruohna man.
Of course he is.
So why would he not attend to you? Was there any letter before your protest? Have you ever written to
of
any
course, that letter we
appropriate authority or quarter
of
before?
Course, yes.
Okay, to
when
which
the letter was actually directed to them, which was acknowledged by then Chief of Staff.
Okay.
And we are given permission, even by police, to go on and have a peaceful demonstration in line with what we stand. And then when we get there, we were not attended to. All we heard that the governor was not on seat. Why knowing that he was on seat? Then we will begin to wonder how an Iwhuruohna man will be this not friendly to his children.
To his children, right?
Not friendly to his children to the point of turning us down after we spent a lot of money. All the people from the different local government coming to portray, calling his attention. Of course, I really don't know why he has paid deaf ear to this polite. I really don't know.
I just found out, I remember really well when our supreme leader came in. They have to invite the industrialists all the way from
Australia
down to Nigeria. Okay. I think then even the government had media aid, even posted this on his
on their handles. It was on their handles.
That the Rivers State government have signed some kind of
partnership.
That means a deliberate act that the government does not want to restore.
The governor is aware, and I can also tell you that there was even a time when the governor was invited by the Austrian government to come to Austria.
Well, I'm so happy that we still have vibrant youth in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality, youth that wouldn't just bask into godfatherism, this fear of these bourgeoisies would kill us or probably hunt us. I love your doggedness, your boldness. In fact, this is what I really want for an Iwhuruohna man, to neglect, according to you, neglect his own children, calling for help. At least if that syringe company is factory is restored, we have a series of employment, youth should be taken off the street according to you.
I think after that protest, not really protest, because it was a
demonstration, yeah.
Where we have over 500 to 1,000 youth that came out. You imagine the large number of persons that came out for that beautiful month. And after everything, I personally wrote a letter to the Commissioner for Health, because that remote stealing fact actually fall under his jurisdiction,
yeah.
as Commissioner for Health. So I personally wrote a letter to him, but I can categorically tell you that more than 2 years now,
he hasn't responded.
And I also wrote a reminder.
This is
even beyond that, we also did a personal messaging to the Iwhuruohna honorables, thinking that they could also come to our aid, to even particularly say to the governor, these are what our children have been passing through. We did to but name them, the chief of staff, we sent message, we called him. What
is your message right now to other youth in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality concerning this? Because
our message is clear. Our message to the youth out there is this Rivers State or like the Iwhuruohna have grown beyond policy. We are actually calling on all our youth to leave politics. Politics does not pay. I don't know if we can pick out any Iwhuruohna youth that have been playing politics for more than 5 years or 7 years.
That's benefited a lot.
That can benefit or can say, I've used the politics money to build house, or I've used the politics money to establish myself well. The only thing I can tell that they have actually benefited is just cap and polo. I have it up my brother. If you go to their wardrobe currently, you see different political.
Well, thank you very much.
Please don't just go. I have something to say there as well.
Yes, in addition, it is also a wake-up call to all and sundry sons and daughters of Iwhuruohna land, not just the youths. Yes, even those in positions of power and authority in Iwhuruohna land, they owe us this responsibility of ensuring that the movement, the motives and objectives of this Iwhuruohna First Movement gets to the appropriate authorities. Because I believe with them, the governor and every other person who play a key role in revitalizing these industries will get to hear about it. And also, as the 2023 election is coming up soon, I also urge each and every one of us to be very careful on how to go about the elections. Because if we keep putting back or voting those people who fail us in terms of industrialization and employment, I think we will not have any development.
What you're trying to say is we shouldn't vote party, we should vote individuals who are comfortable with
individual and credibility.
Well, that's if it is only Iwhuruohna First Movement that are calling for government to do the right thing when it comes to industrialization. Now, other youths are naturally divided either among APC or PDP, GDI, or whatever.
And when you want to say something,
when they will not attach it to politics. Why will you be saying?
And then bastardize your efforts.
The effort and the essence you want to create.
Wow.
Now, look at them now. Going back to when they are vacancy, they all will rush back. Not knowing that we are silent all this while, not calling on the government to do the right thing. Imagine if all these youth that involved in one partisan politics or the other, you will unite a voice and call on the government, how impact they will create. It is a wake-up call for Rivers youth. Politics has not really do us good. And in fact, like Aristotle would say, politics is an unavoidable part of human existence. Of course, you can play politics with caution. Playing politics does not mean you sell your conscience. No, I'm a party man with conscience. You can tell people that this is the right thing. We need employment. We need industrialization. And then go ahead and play your politics. Negotiate your future with your politics. Tell the people, I am voting for you. What will you do for us? Don't just be a sheep that will just be dragged sheepishly. You don't have an option. Anything they present on your table, you take it. They give you polo and cap, you take it. They give you anything as a youth, you just take it.
Still on the issue of industrialization in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality, I still remain fortune famous. Today, Iwhuruohna youth are really angry that no attention has been paid to their cause on what? Industrialization. And as a matter of fact, youth are still in the streets. While others are applauding our political godfathers, or probably leaders, they are very angry that our leaders have not done anything to see how they can, put the youth off the streets. This is another bad sign that in years to come, the rate of poverty will increase. And these youths, with in their boldness, in one voice, have come to say enough is enough. Enough is what? Enough.
That's true.
They are calling on the Rivers State government, heavily led by His Excellency, Chief Barrister Ezenwo Nyeso Wike, to please do the needful. Help the people fix up industries, or even this industry, it might not be white collar job, stay in the office and roll your stuff.
Yes.
We have skilled youths, that can actually take up these jobs. Imagine about close to 2,000 persons came out from that peaceful march, during a IFM peaceful march for industrialization in Rivers in Iwhuruohna Ethnic nationality.
Yeah.
Imagine good number of youths, jobless youths in the state. This is too unbearable. Well, I feel your plight, I feel your pains, but all you need to do is let's keep, lending voice to this call, and then one day God will definitely touch the hearts of our leaders to do the needful. Once again, you're still watching Honey Film Africa. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back once again. We are still talking about industrialization with members of Iwhuruohna First Movement, IFM. Well, I hope you enjoyed the boldness, the level of intelligence, and all the rest. Let's assume you are before Rivers State government, before the governor of Rivers State. Suggest ways of actualizing this industrialization in Rivers State, in fact, in Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality. What would you say, or how would you address the governor, or what do you have to say or tell the governor concerning this?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Like I said earlier before now, we already have our plan.
The prince?
Yeah, like we have 4 areas in Ikwerre speaking ethnic nationality in Rivers State. Now we have Kega, we have Emoga, we have Faga and Oga. Now the plan was this. We intended establishing a fruit juice factory, and not just common fruit.
Okay, fruit juice factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
A factory that can be able to export, not just producing commodity or goods that will be consumed only in Nigeria. We intend
a wide-scale juice company factory rather.
That can be able to have the capacity to employ over 1,000 persons. And you know what that means. And not just maybe creating jobs for Iwhuruohna.
Okay.
You understand? It also creates a form of revenue for the government.
Sure.
Imagine if a fruit juice company, and this fruit juice company will have several segments or several dimensions.
Yeah.
You see people going into agriculture too. Farming and cultivating fruits or
and exporting fruits.
Raw materials that will be needed by this factory. And the number of jobs this will be created for the people.
Exactly.
After that, we also have an intention in establishing an auxiliary company. In Emoga local government area.
Okay.
That will be supplying this fruit juice company in Kega with the raw materials like the container, the can, the plastics, and all of that will be used in packaging these goods. And
come on,
this
excellent idea.
These are ideas. And the funny thing is, we have companies that are ready to invest in these ideas.
That is, there are companies already waiting for the approval.
Of course.
Like I can tell you,
oh my God.
When our leader Emeka Irhuohna sent some industrialists to our governor, they sent a letter to him, and it's just for him to come over there and assent to this letter and discuss with the Austrian government. They are ready to repartner with the Rivers State government, but the governor could not come. And I can tell you now that currently in Enugu, this Austrian government is currently partnering with Enugu State government in establishing an industrial park, and over billions of naira have been already been spent in that project. You can imagine what top project would do in Iwhuruohna. Currently, I can tell you that we don't have any industrial park. We don't have any functioning industrial park in Rivers State, and we have youth that are capable
to do this major job.
Yeah, but nothing is happening.
It's okay.
Dear Your Excellency, and the honorables who are close to Your Excellency, please, I think it's very pertinent that we sound this very clear. You have done very well in road infrastructure. You have built footbridges, flyovers, and what have you. But this will not be complete if people are hungry.
Wow.
A hungry man cannot climb these bridges. Please, you have done 10, you are doing 11 and 12. Please try and do just one industry.
It is also said that when the righteous rules, the people rejoices. So, My Excellency, I believe you're the right person for Rivers State. That's why, with the support of other Rivers sons and daughters, you've been able to achieve all that you have achieved within the short possible time you served as governor of Rivers State. For example, let me take for example, it was during your tenure, the pleasure park came to be in Rivers State, and ever since pleasure park came to be, I can rest assured that so many youths have been, employed on manual job basis and all of that, and also the income which that pleasure park generates for the state is a welcome development. And that's why we also want you to reciprocate such gestures in other LGAs, similar prototype industries of that nature that can regenerate more revenue for the state and also employ the youth as well. So please, sir, we know you're a God-chosen man, and then you've always done things rightly. This time around, we are not compelling you, but we are on our knees begging you to please hearken to our plea that the revitalization of industries in the 4 political LGAs of Iwhuruohna land will do us good but no harm. And it will also help in reducing the crime rate, prostitution, drug abuse, and all of that. Thank you very much, sir, because we know you are going to do more.
Wow.
Thank you.
Well, you're still watching Honey Film Africa, Hofa TV talk show, the voice of the streets. I still remain fortune famous. It's a solemn plea by these gentlemen representing their group, Iwhuruohna First Movement. Please, we know, and they've already told us that the Rivers State government has an existing relationship with Austria government, which were the initiative of what? The Iwhuruohna First Movement. So, please, His Excellency, they are begging you, they are pleading with you, or rather, they are begging you to revisit their letters, revisit their core, and see how you can tackle this for the Iwhuruohna ethnic nationality within these few months. They've also commended your efforts in building bridges and all the rest, but then it will do them very good. It will do them good if you visit industrialization, human capital development. It will really help them. Let's quickly hear from the secretary as we'll be drawing the curtain for today's section.
Okay. Thank you very much for this. Like we've been clamoring all this while. My dear youth of Iwhuruohna, all this while, like I said, we've been playing politics for more than 16 years. We've had our brothers, Honorable Ikwerre, we have our television mayors, and we have our brother now here. And as we all know, election is fast approaching, and this our brother will be leaving office. And it will be so bad that after 16 years, what our brothers could not do for us, I wonder if the changers will be able to do for us. Like they say, charity begins at home. So we are using this medium to listen to our fathers, our mentors, His Excellency, Sir Ezenwo
Nyeso Wike.
Please, we know that you've actually done enough for us. Like at least we can proudly say that we are from Iwhuruohna. Even those of us that are going outside the state, we can proudly say that we are from Iwhuruohna based on your developmental trade which we've done in Rivers State. So, but like they said, your governance will not be complete without you making input in human capital
development.
Yeah, everybody is actually crying. The youth are crying. Our 8 parents, we can no longer take care of them. Why? Because they don't have anything to do. So we are pleasing with you to use these few months that is left in your office to please just help our youth. Just help just help your brothers to at least establish one industry. The youth need to be empowered. We are not saying like you see today, most of our people are clamoring to leave Rivers State because there are no jobs.
Some people are going,
there are no jobs.
traveling outside the country.
Clamoring to leave. They are going to Lagos. What is happening in Lagos? Because when you go to Lagos, there are several opportunities. There are several companies there. So we know that government cannot do everything for the citizens, but at least see how you can partner with these foreign investors or individuals that want to partner with Rivers State. Give them the enabling environment to come establish industry. You can't expect a foreign investor to just come here and establish an industry without any support from the government. With this industry, foreign investors need support from Rivers State government. Please, Your Excellency, we know you'll be doing it for us, and we know that you continue to lead your people.
Well, a quick one. We've just heard from the Secretary General of Iwhuruohna First Movement, the person of Godwin Godwin Amadi. Well, I wouldn't want to give a recap, but then it's important I make a summary of what they've just said. These are gentlemen from Iwhuruohna Ethnic nationality, members of a particular group, Iwhuruohna First Movement, IFM. Well, with the effort of their supreme leader, Emeka Irhuohna, they've come to say yes, it is now their duty to take up from there and then call on you, the governor of Rivers State, with their nails on the ground, begging you to help them, pull them out from poverty by partnering with these foreign investors. The essence of this is to create industries in Iwhuruohna land. This will expressly help the youth or take the youth off the streets and crime rate to be reduced. They are not happy that majority of their youths are being arrested on a daily basis due to crime and all the rest. Trust me, if their demands are being met with, trust me, crime rate will be reduced to the barest minimum. Youth are not really happy that no attention is being given to human capital development. Well, in as much as they've commended you for your job well done, building bridges and all the rest, they also want to let you know that they are hungry. They need to be employed. Thank you very much. We'll be right back. We are Honey Fame Africa, Ufa TV talk show, the voice of the streets. My name is Fortune Famous. And you?
My name is Comrade Iwhuruohna John.
You?
I'm Comrade Kilok Emmanuel.
Comrade Amadi God.
We'll be right back. See you some other time. Thank you.
I see them see with us, he go they pay them.